It's been a beautiful morning here, Creative Roots, and having our wander. And I say our, and I don't just mean me and Bear, but we had a guest with us. Helen came yesterday and stopped over the night in the teepee, and we enjoyed a pleasant walk this morning right round, which was beautiful. And I learnt about why the berms are in the bottom of the trees with where the oaks are. It's something to do with the government scheme to put them in. But it also explains why it's very dry, the ground there as well. But at least now I know why, and it's nothing quite so historical, but it is the reason why that they're there. So now I'm understanding the landscape a lot better, which is exciting stuff. Another news, the guinea pigs are now exploring outside and have finally used the tunnel that we put in and are venturing into the space. So they come outside, they go into the space, play, and then run back into the tunnel. So they're not coming out into the guinea pig tractor because they're having fun inside, and who can blame them? So that's what they're doing, which means that the chickens have now got to use the other way in and out, which is fine. As you can hear, the kettle's boiling. I'm going to make hot chocolate for Helen, and I'm on a Cidria for tea, and then the dogs' eggs are boiling as well, because the dogs are having some boiled egg with their biscuits this morning. So I'll catch you in a bit. Well, good afternoon. I don't know, I can't even remember whether I've done any more video today. I don't suppose it matters. It's been a beautiful day with a beautiful person, and we've talked about so many things. It's so lovely to share space with people with similar values and ethics when it comes to earth care. And it's so good to learn about things and talk about things on so many different levels. It makes my soul sing. I am very happy. I'm just happy. I'm blessed. I feel blessed that I was able to have the experience, and it's bloody awesome. So thank you, Helen, for the time today and staying so long when you've got a massive drive ahead of you. So awesome. Thank you. 2short, thank you for coming over this morning. I got myself into a pickle yesterday because I was trying to put the little barrier against the bottom of the fence. Well, it was not yesterday, it's the evening, wasn't it? Oh, I'm knocking the spoons on the top of the dog shelter. And I couldn't get behind the pomegranate bush, and I couldn't climb over this fence to go into the neighbour's garden to trim the bush on my side to enable me to put the barrier up to stop the ducks going into his. So thanks to 2short, he's trimmed everything back and got the barrier across. So we've now got 40 metres of fencing barriered up. The ducklings have been pretty much here all day without leaving, and I'm super grateful for that. So glad they've stayed home instead of going off on their merry duckling adventures. So yeah, that's a massive win for today. And also 2short caught them trying to go on an adventure under the gate, and I'd missed a part of the gate with the fencing, and he quickly did that and he was on his way out. So thank you really thank you, 2short. You're amazing. And yeah, so today it's been a day of being able to get things done. Helen helped me sort out the water for the ducks as well, which made things so much easier for topping up the water, because sometimes trying to balance the water at the same time as filling up the water when you've only got two hands can be a bit of a challenge. So it's been a day where I've been so blessed to have the company and presence of two people's assistants. It was also a blessing to show Helen how we do humanure here at Creative Roots and discuss composting at such great depths. So yeah, it's been a great day. So it's now, I've just made tea, I've fed all the animals. Bear's just finished his food off first. Haven't you, Bear? You a good boy? Yeah? You being a good boy? Are you being a good boy, yeah? You thinking about it? Are you thinking about being a naughty boy? I hope not. So he's being good, and he's been very chilled out and very zen today. Haven't you? Hey? You've been very zen, very chilled out and peaceful. Yeah. And we'll be going for our wander fairly soon. But I'm making tea for me, tea for the dogs for tomorrow, and breakfast for the dogs for tomorrow as well, I guess. At the same time as Batty's just finished his dinner and Elsa's just eating hers. They had an extra meaty treat from Sarah, which has meant that Elsa's polished off a second decent sized bowl of dog food for today, which is another win. So I'm always happy when people get a full belly and that animals are well fed, and they all feed really well here. But Elsa and her diet and her feeling okay, not feeling okay, being very picky eater, when I get more food into her, I feel extra specially happy. So I'm very glad that Elsa's ate a bit more and will be, well, she's put on a fair bit of weight since she's come. She's built up that fat layer underneath her skin again, and she's in a heck of a much better condition than she ever was when she first arrived, which is brilliant. She walks much better. She's much more comfortable. She moves, she bounces about and gets excited. She plays with more ease, you know. It really is beautiful to watch her and her progress. Batty's been feeling a bit off colour lately. I don't know what is really the thing with Batty, but it is a thing. There's something going on there that he's not too happy about, and he's been a fair bit quiet for the day. And that's okay. About a couple of days now, and hopefully he'll snap out of that. But he's eating and he's snuggling, so that's good. The guinea pigs, I've put in some food that they're out eating carrots and some strange green leaf that's a salad leaf, and they're running in and out of that big tube at the moment, loving it, enjoying the fun. I've only seen 2 of them and I don't know why, but we'll see. I'll go in and see how they're doing. I think they're collecting stuff and then running it up the tube. I'll have to watch them a little bit longer. Well, they're very happy guinea pigs, and they're really coming out of the shell since they first arrived. And they get lots of variety in their diet and lots of variety in how they play and how they hang out. and it's lovely to see them playing and just being little happy guinea pigs. It really is. It's a shame they didn't come and play out today, but it's very good that they got to play in and explore that new part of their home, which they've had all this time and never bothered with, which is great. So with that, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to go and check on tea. So, halfway point of the walk. And we're on our way back home now, to get things right, because 2short's been round again and helped take out the bag of dog food that I got stuck in the car. Now what happened was, I had a big bag, 20 kilogram sack of dog food that was in between the front seat and the back seat and the footwell, and gravity meant it spread open, spread widthways, which meant when I tried to slide it out, it wouldn't slide, it was stuck. Thankfully, 2short drove over on his little electric bike and pulled the dog food bag without splitting it out of the car, put it in the chest freezer. So I am so grateful for having good friends who really can show up when I get stuck. I really am, and I'm going to go and see Moira pretty soon, and we're going to knit alkanes. I'm hoping to get some bird net to stop the ducks going through the other gaps, because they're still capable of getting through the gaps at the end of the fence. So if I can get two lots of duck net or bird netting to cover those last couple of, well, when I say last few bits, I mean at least another 20 metres of fencing, it should give the ducklings a reason to kind of stay in the spot that they need to stay in, rather than exploring outside of that. And then I can hopefully get some kind of little dugout pond for them. Now there's a rain coming in apparently at some point. I don't know for how long or when it should arrive, but if you look at the sky, it's a beautiful blue sky with an incredible amount of beautiful clouds that aren't quite full yet. You can see them collecting water and getting heavier and heavier. You can see the sun, Papa Inti, shining through the edges where it's not quite as dense with the water. So we've got some time, I'd say, before the clouds are ready to drop. So it's nearly bedtime here. The ducklings chose to go to bed, so I took them in, and then they changed their mind, but they're in now, so they're staying in. Bear's settled down, Elsa's settled down, Batty's intrigued with the guinea pigs, but he's just still checking that they're all right. We now know we've definitely still got 3 guineas running in and out. It's like a game. They're like, "Woo, let's go and play outside. Oh, human, let's run back inside." And they're like, "Okay, we'll kind of hang out with Batty, but not with the human." So the guinea pigs are really doing their thing. The chickens are all doing all right now. Morticia and Wednesday are choosing to stay out a fair bit later than usual. I think they're finally finding their feet and feeling a little less intimidated by the older girls. Eric's still not welcomed them to the flock, but he is a lot like lets them kind of hang out a bit more with them. So kind of that's where we're at, and I've had this return of feeling blessed, this overwhelming return of sensation in my body of feeling so blessed to be here, to be doing this, to be living my dream, to be sharing with other people, to be holding space for other people, to help serve other people, not from my point of view, but help them tune into whatever their point of view is, so I know how to serve them better. It's like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? It's like brilliant. There's some things in life that can't be beat, and that feeling of true service is something that I feel deep within my body, mind and spirit. It makes my soul and my heart sing, and I'm really happy to be able to do that. So I'm gonna settle down for the night pretty shortly and settle everything else down, nip out to Alkane's and then come back. But yeah, so grateful for everything and everyone, and being able to just live such a low impact lifestyle, and a sustainable one, you know. So sending out love and blessings to all. Hope your day's been awesome, and I look forward to hearing from you all at some point. If you feel like reaching out just to say hi, any questions, maybe you're driving through this part of Portugal, you want to drop in, let me know. Okay, so big loves and take care. Hope to see you soon.